Ready when you are. What's up, YouTube? Hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend. Took a little bit of time off. Got this thing running and roughly driving on the Suburban. Got the new master cylinder in, all the brakes are bled. Needed a new slave cylinder. And obviously, like when you're dealing with old cars, some of the parts were just kind of worn out. Peace of mind for the cheap cost that it was. Like the slave cylinder was $20. Feel much better putting a new one in there. Gonna start jamming on this now. Starts, runs, drives, but I'm running a little mini bottle right now to the carb. I'm gonna test the fuel pump here in a little bit. Right now I'm just gonna readjust the clutch linkage down here. The slave is working proper, but the throw on the pedal is pretty far off, so I gotta do a quick clutch adjustment. And I got the fuel line disconnected going into the pump, so I'm gonna extend the hose here, drop this into a 5-gallon gas tank, and try and see if I can get some flow through the pump. If that checks out, then I'm gonna pour some gas in the tank and chase it forward. So just a quick update after the holiday. All right, just pulled the carb off of the old GMC. Gonna give this a quick freshen up. It is working, it is running and driving and idling. I just tested the fuel pump with a couple gas cans. Hooked a supply line from one can up to another one, and then ran it straight down into the other 5-gallon gas jug. After I primed it a little bit and got some gas flowing through there, it's working great now. So the fuel pump is actually in good shape, which is nice. It looks newer than the rest of the motor, so it looks like it has been replaced. I think it was just sitting, and luckily the diaphragm didn't dry out. So that's working. Now I just want to address some of the leaks we had on the carb and go through and try and get this cleaned up a little bit better. I know it's leaking a little bit of fuel in a lot of places, so we'll freshen this one up with some new gaskets, and I'll take you guys along. Never done one of these carbs before, but shouldn't be too bad to figure out. Kit came with a nice diagram, so that helps. Little clips out of the way first. Just gonna pop this accelerator screw linkage out real quick just to give myself a little more room. Getting all these little spring linkages off so I don't lose them. Now, down to the body. Plunger on here is working well for the vacuum, assuming that's what that is. Covers up one of the jets down here. That's good. Gasket came off in one piece. And into the accelerator. I know one of these for sure was clogged. But now I can actually get to it instead of trying to do this with the carburetor lid on. Grab a smaller screwdriver. Everything in here does look pretty clean. I don't know whether you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm 100% just guesstimating here and taking things apart. A couple caps on the bottom. It looks like that's your access to the main jets. There's the check ball for the accelerator pump. One of them. See if I can get the other one out. Squirters. Like a Holly, it looks like this is kind of the separate plate. A metering plate sort of deal, it looks like. Got your mixer screws on top and the flapper there. This gasket will need to be replaced. With how well this thing was running already, I'm probably not going to pull these jets out. I'm just going to blow through them, make sure everything's clear. So it's kind of like big check ball. Alright, I'm gonna grab some brake clean and start blowing this thing out. I don't exactly know what this is. It almost looks like a power valve type of deal. spring loaded. It's a metered jet. Top side, everything seems to be working all right. Check these jet passages. It's going right through the booster like it's supposed to. Overall, the body on this thing's working pretty well. All the passages are clear. I know the accelerator pump was giving me a little bit of issues. It's only squirting into one of the two throats on this car. Just give it a quick wipe down on the outside. Tag on here that says Holiday Rayman. I don't know. Maybe it is. You guys can let me know, that'd be good. I'm not into Chevy stuff, so I really have no idea. Or GMC, rather. Alright. There's not really too much to the top of the carb. Nothing really to clean up on this one other than the gasket surface, which actually looks like it's in pretty good shape, and then the outside. Blow through the vent, which is working fine. Let's just look at some gaskets. Just checking to make sure this matches up with the parts they give us. Before I open it up and actually take all these out, definitely some differences. Oh, well, see what happens. Slide up the gaskets here. Alright, so that one's good. slight difference on this one. But we can make that work. Accelerator pump stuff. Aluminum seats, which I have over there. Alright, well. These are definitely significantly different, so I might end up trying to steal this diaphragm off of one and swap those out. Start at the bottom here. Let me start throwing this together and we'll check back with you guys in a little bit. I don't know how long this will take for me to match up all the parts.